I'm not saying anything out of the ordinary. Actually, I'm giving you a mother's love. You ugly little troon. Take it. It's the best you've ever had. It's a bad angle. I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to entice. I already won. I already won me a good man that's hanging around me right now, and he loves hanging out with me. Oh my god, I'm so wide. I could be as big as a car. Do you understand? I'm Mount Everest on your ass, and I'm still a woman. You still want what I have. Every level of it. You already clocked a bunch of shit that you wish you had right now. I understand you, Troon. I understand you more than you think. That's why you like me so much. That's why you want to bestie me. Like this, these Troons, they literally fantasize. They're already genderizing. They're already genderizing themselves as my bestie. It's not gonna happen. No pet Troons ever. Change. Change your ways, you evil man. To be my friend. No thanks. No, I only healthy, mentally, emotionally stable people in my life. No rivals, no mimics of any kind, because I was mimicked by a lesbian this the past winter, not this winter, but last winter. Is your top lip green? Okay, so this is where the Chloes, the males, the ugly white privileged troons of the internet, this is where they get blocked. You can no longer be entertained by me because I know this is very entertaining for you. You love this. You love this. You love being put in your place. You love it. You need it. You need it. Is my top lip green? It might be a little like shadowy because yeah, I haven't shaved my little. Ooh, some fucking troon is gonna melt. He's gonna take to his discords right now. The stubble is stubbling. Look at that. Major. But clack these brows though. They don't need a tweezer. They don't need nothing, child. I've had these are birth given. Look at this. To say man who's gay. No, I don't fucks with gays. I don't fucks with gays. I would never date homosexual man. My man is a soft man. I'm dating a Jeff Buckley type of man. And Jeff Buckley was not. Maybe he has a lot of softness, but he was not. He loved women all his life. I'm dating one of those. Make room. Make room, okay? I love how people think that like coming in here insulting me on my looks. My God, do you understand? You just give me a bigger ego every year. Don't do that. I'd be wildin'. Don't do that. but he's not. Then you know what? If my man is gay, then listen to this. Listen to this. My point exactly. Then one of my points is valid. If my man, my gorgeous vulva obsessed man, who's fa- well, I mean, gays father children all the time. My man has father children. He is very soft. He's a Renaissance man, bitch. Those are the types you want. Those are the types of men that survive this bullshit. And we're so confident, so sexy, so valid in their own skin. And they're not afraid. They're not afraid to read poetry to you. They're not afraid to don a wig to make you laugh because they look so ridiculous. I test them out, man. Hey, all these women are wisening up. I have ways from the old country where you can test these men because I do believe, there's a lot of fluidity. As I said, then you prove one of my points. The LGBTQ, these labels are very misleading because the homosexual men of the LGBTQ here in California that I've always known, the purple haired freaks too, the white ones too, but I've mostly known homosexual males of color, okay? They're very fluid. Like I said, they're always groping my boobs. Why are y'all so obsessed with boobs? Dang. Like, y'all need to catch a couple cases because straight men would catch a case if they would act like that, but only gay males get that type of privilege, you see? That's why they're a problem. I don't care. Listen, the party is here, bum fluff. I don't give a fuck with my one stand. I'm only at one stand. I want five. I need five more echoes, okay, for me to feel valid. Shit. Validate me. Stunning and brave, right here. I need to have more fans, more mega fans like that. Good, good. I hope they come here. The party is here. The party is right here. It's not at Echoes. Echoes is boring as fuck. The speakers, the white tee male speakers that go up there, they sound like they're catatonic. Are all these men on hormones? Seriously? Listen, women outside of this bubble, the females that are watching you, Nicki Minaj, we're clocking you. We're clocking you. It's okay to be boys. It's okay to be gay boys too, I promise you. Ain't no one here against homosexuality in males. But I want to expose why y'all do it. I want to expose it. Who's mentally unstable? These YT privileged men that are trying to dox me and talk about me. Yeah, I agree. They are mentally unstable. Paleo Steven, you're right. Hmm. Hey, Hope. Thank you. The fleur de lis tattoo. The fleur de lis itself is a symbol that means a lot to me. It's a sigil of honor, of truth, which I've always stood for. I've never wavered, my darlings. Never, never wavered from telling the truth and doing what is right, even when no one is looking, even when no one likes me. I'm not here to be liked. I don't want to be liked. I want echo, they, them, them. I want that. I want that kind of liking. I want that kind of liking. I conjured that kind of liking. I manifested it. I asked for every troon here to obsess over me, and they are. Why do y'all do this to yourselves? This isn't healthy for you. These troons are next level stupid. They think humans can. I mean, John, at base, John and I win because the troonery believes that people can change their smacks. That's how stupid these people are. And they take that literal. They literally believe that they are women. They trying to step up to a woman too. They're viejas. In my culture, we look down on men like that are trying to be among women, trying to step up to women. Go fight with a man. Don't step up to women. Don't dox women. Don't go after women, you fucking chump. Go after a man. Oh, but you like to pick on the girls, huh? You big bison ass fucking man. Of course. Of course. Of course. Because at the end of the day, you're men. You're so manly. You're so masculine. Echo they them, showing your masculinity, picking on a girl, picking on a dame, a classy dame. Paleo, I'm not all there. Is that all you have? Homosexual male? God damn. Mediocrity is painful, I'm sure of it. I think Echo is obsessed with everyone who disagrees. He's probably hiding on a fake, watching you. Of course he's watching me. That's why I've been talking to him. Echo, send me more stands like you. I need more. I need five more. I'd be satisfied with five more. Like I could sleep. an extra 20 minutes every day if I have 5 more scans. Woo! It's fun as hell. You only exalt me, just know that. Every passing year, I only get more vocal about the truth. I only say more truthful things. That really has happened. I'm a person of virtue. I don't lie. I don't make shit up. I don't have to. The truth, the truth of your culture is garish enough. And everyone should know. Everyone should know that you do this. There are men in the LGBTQ community that ferociously support the LGBTQIA plus, pederasty, pedophilic plus, minor attracted people plus. They support that. These men, these echo they them, they are a problem in society. They're a problem to me today because I had to watch a creepy live in which these men thinking that they were calling me out or something. I don't know. But you're not doing anything. You're so ignorant to the topic. How? What are you talking about? If you don't understand the English language, move on. Go shop. Audrey, I get closer to death. Is that a death threat, Audrey? Is there FBI, police, TikTok, this user, flame heart emoji, Audrey, flame heart emoji. Is that a death threat? Audrey, you're not even a real person. You're closer to not to unaliving too every passing year. What? This is the most views she's ever had. Ta-da! Yes, yes, because the Troons are doing the work for me. I'm extremely lazy. Quinn, if I make you uncomfortable, move on. Here, I'm gonna do you a solid. I'm gonna block you. No. I don't want anyone to hurt. I don't want anyone to scare. We can all have this conversation, be truthful and real, and no one get hurt. You make me uncomfortable. Oh, I'll do you a solid too. You shouldn't be watching. Listen, that's nuts. That's nuts. That's not going to pass in the real world. Do you understand? Do you see how I'm going to deflect all of the bullshit? Every single one. I'm going to stop and deflect all the bullshit. I sound mad. I'm rageful. Okay, that was the best of the comments. Oh, Tessa's here. Tessa, I'm going to do you a solid too. You don't belong here. You're not an ultra. And you're weird. You're weird, Tessa. You need to be 5150. What? Oh, no, Tessa. Poor Tessa. Tessa has had nowhere to go. That's why she lands on these Troon panels. What a little weirdo. See, this is why I do not make friends with GCs. Do you understand? Not even this weirdo Tessa who tried to be my friend so hardcore. God damn. Story of my life. People try to get close to me and be my bestie, and I say no, because you're a creep. You're trying to siphon. No, I keep a very protected aura, my friend. Very few people are allowed in, Tessa. You found that out. No, actually, you know what? Annihilator. Annihilator says more than half of the pedos are straight males. Bruh. Look, listen, bruh. Listen. Per capita, we can say, sure, pedophiles, pederasts, they abuse heterosexually. But there's a problem here, too. Don't deflect. Don't deflect from my message. You're excused. There's a problem here, too. The problem here is that most homosexual males are violent and dangerous. They shouldn't be allowed around children, and they shouldn't be allowed around women. Women, please do not. Please avoid these men. Let them do your hair, let them do your makeup, and move the fuck on. Don't give them your number. I don't pass in the real world. That's funny. I love it when the troons try to tell me that I look like a troon, like it's an insult, and then they make our point again. Do you see this, ultras? They do the work for us. They know. They know they are worthy of vitriol. They have this vitriol for themselves. I mean, that's why they're here. That's why they couldn't be themselves. They had to be a whole other thing, a whole other fucking person. Face off, the movie. Oh, Rabbit. Look, Rabbit, I'm here to have a conversation. I'm not here to talk about, I'm not trying to entice. So I could wear a filter. I could look like a wide car. I'm not here to entice. If I look enticing to you, you have an issue. You got a little crush on me. I get it. I get it. No, you shouldn't feel bad for my boyfriend. You should be jealous of my boyfriend. Exactly. These people are talking shit about other people's faces online, and they show up as completely disembodied voices. It's because you're mediocre, Rabbit, and people like Rabbit, and all you people making any kind of point, coming here and bringing propositions about my looks. I'm not trying to entice you. Promise, promise. I'm trying to avoid half of you. No, I don't listen. You can think my boyfriend is gay. I know. Public at large. Public at large. Do you also see how homosexual men are always trying to make everybody homosexual, including your children? You see that? Like my man could tell me he's not homosexual. My man could show me he's not homosexual. And I can tell you that he's not. Or any other person can tell you. And you homosexual males will not take no for an answer. Why do homosexual males always try to make everyone gay? Why? I'm trying to understand the sickness. That's very weird behavior. And isn't that against the LGBTQ? If someone tells you who they are, you take them at face value. You take their word for it. I'm telling you that I'm in a heterosexual relationship at the moment. Don't try to gay it, homosexual male with fading purple hair. The fuck? Hide your face, talk down to others. Hide your face, will be kind to others. Okay, it's weird. If you try to avoid troons, why do you regularly go into troon lives? Do I? Do I go into troon lives? God, these troons are always trying to invite me up on the panels. Listen, listen. Oh, and Baylor, you can definitely groom children. The studies are out. Public at large, I'm letting you know. I'm putting this on blast. The studies are out. Psychologists are watching. You very much can groom, abusively groom a child into making him believe that he's homosexual. You very much can. And if you have a present male, gay, creepy uncle, in other words, in his family, persistently giving him anecdotal information about gay male smacks, that child can be kept groomed. It won't know any better. You can most definitely groom children and adolescents into making them believe that they are homosexual when they're not. So be very careful. Be very careful with these horrible messages that you put out into the public about other people's children, about other families' smack cultures. This is another problem with gay men. You are being put on blast about this now and here. Make it known. Do you think I care? Do you think I care that you want to come after me? I don't. I don't. I'm putting out the truth. And this is from years of experience in the gay community. What the fuck can you say? Nothing. Trying to scare me, trying to dox me, that's not gonna ever work. Man, I've been tickled by bigger fish than you. I don't know any of you. You are not known. Nah, I'm not always hanging out with Troons. That's a lie. But these Troons do invite me into their panels. And I won't go up there, Troon. I already told you many, many times. I will not be friends with you. We will not be cool. Change. Just the same as I would ask an abusive partner, gaslighting me every day, telling me lies about himself and myself, about the world, about our shared reality and common sense. I would not want you as a partner. I would not want you as a friend or associate. None of that. No, I don't associate with people that have severe personality disorders. Very recently, I was involved with a supposed lesbian woman, at least that's what she told me, and her ex-wife of 14 years. But the whole time, this woman, according to her ex-wife too, she confirmed it. This woman is obsessed with watching crotches in the public, male crotches. During my years in relationships with women and being very women focused, very vulva focused, I never, I never thought about the D. Maybe it's because I was getting a healthy amount of D with women and, the strap action. Just keeping it real. I guess I was a true and sincere, same-sex attracted and loving woman, I guess, because I never had an inclination to look at crotches. Different people. But yeah, I got in with a self-identified lesbian who also loved to watch the D in action in the pantalones. It's been confusing me. So I only talk about it. It happened to me. When you happen to me, I will talk about you. When you do crazy, creepy shit like this echo, they, them, I will talk about you. You become part of my history, my lore. I know that's what you want. I know that's what you want. And you're happy, aren't you? You're titillated, aren't you, Troon? That's why no pet Troons. Do you see everybody ultras? Do you see that you give them a little bit and they titillate? They titillate because they're very decrepit, whitey privileged men who otherwise are not able to perform, are not able to be challenged, cannot at all compete in the gladiator arena of actual human dating. That is what happens. Excuse, Rune, are you okay? I don't like comments like that in my house. I'm getting trigger happy with the blocking tool. We went from never blocking anybody at all to now I guess that's, have I arrived? Have I arrived? Because I get riffraff. I get stupid. You're only allowed to speak to me if you have a good proposition. How's that? I make myself very inaccessible with every passing year. No, I wasn't doxxed by this person, but hey, if I get weird deliveries, if I get, you don't think this has happened to me before? This has happened to me locally. If I get another gaff, another violent homosexual white male banging on my back door here in my bedroom, if that happens again, I'll have to report. I'll have to report it. I'm armed. They might not want to do that. I'm not worried. I'm not worried because the truth needs to be outed. Ultra is the truth. And what is the truth here? What is the truth? Fixing my light here because it came out. Dang it. What is the truth here? Stay the fuck away from kids because you groom them with these public messages. I don't believe that members of the LGBT, I am a member of the LGBT, I don't think that we should have any kind of authority on the sexuality of children at all. Because I was a child. I was a gay, bisexual, and gay child again. I went through many phases of my identity in order to find what fit me, what was good for me, what felt right for me. And no ideology should dictate that. No ideology needs to get into the homes of these children either. And homosexual males are the ones that have spearheaded this message. And that's what I call out here. That's the message here. The problem is not just the T. TQ plus is abuse. It's gaslighting. These are just people expressing in some kind of unique, fashionable way what they believe their gender expression is, and none of them agree on what the hell gender is either, believe it. I'm talking about homosexuality here. I'm talking about people that are homosexually identified who also abuse with messaging, with sexual public signaling. That happens. That's not fantasy. If the world at large, the public at large, is very well aware of this, why aren't you, Troons? You're behind. Because psychology talks about this all the time. As a matter of fact, psychology is talking about grooming more and more now because of the prevalence of sex trafficking. I know you don't give a fuck about that. I know you're not into that topic at all either. You don't give a shit. You don't give a crap about kids. The last people to give a crap about kids are Troons and homosexual males. Sorry about it. I just said the truth. I'm not going to be afraid to share that. It is not a dangerous generalization. It is an observation. It is in the public now. How about we're going to just keep our kids away from all groomers, public and private? And that will include your trans abusive behaviors. I'm not mincing words here. I am not the first person that has said any of this. You just like to pick on me because you like to pick on women, and I venture to say pretty women. Because you can't have. Because you're men. It's that simple. It's that simple. You could think what you want. I'm telling you. Think what you want, but the public at large and everyone else is going to have a different opinion. You're not going to change perception. The reality is collective and it is shared. Just because you live in Delulu doesn't mean we have to play with your Delulu. I don't want to play. I don't want to play. I've stopped playing. I'm not going to be faulted for that. No, I live a more tranquil life away from the LGBTQ community and the drama of especially, and the misogyny, the unique misogyny of especially homosexual men. Exactly. Trans identified delusional males, all they are doing is performing bad stereotypes. They stick out like a sore goddamn thumb wherever they go, in every bar and every club. Back in the day, homosexual men were not very friendly to a lot of troons because a lot of the troons that were going out were the tailgaters. They were the AGPs, the weirdos. Y'all, they don't have an orientation. Do not even focus on the orientation of transvestic fetish abuse. It doesn't matter. Gay, straight, bi, doesn't matter. It's the signaling. And what that is public grooming. 100%. 10 toes on that. And you're not going to make me waver from that point. That's my point here. That's the truth here. And this is the reason that I left. This is the reason that I would never support any LGBTQ movement ever again. Woman. This idiot. Listen, Idge, if you're going to continue to talk like an Idge, I'm going to block you. Ta-da. So many GCs have a pet shroom, woman. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Don't call me woman, I ain't your woman. But I mean, yeah. That's the problem with GCs. You spent so much time trying to convince people that you were nice to. A protective motherly and fatherly love is not going to be nice when there is an intruder in the house, when there is a PDF file in the neighborhood, when there is a pederast in the Senate. No one should be nice. No one should be good. No one should be kind to people trying to access your children and trying to give your children impressions of inappropriate adult behavior. Not even impressions. Just the things that some people say, they don't come correct. Like, just come correct with the shit that you say in this room. How's that? Can we have smart conversations? Like, you haven't seen debate on this. Not here, and you won't get it. What do you want? For me to continue going around and around in circles, telling you large gametes over small, exogenous hormones over in, inner hormones and natural and intersex. Why? You haven't gotten it. Troons, you've already been here regurgitating this information. You've been on X. You've been on YouTube for years. You know who the hell Blair Robert White is. You know who Kelly J. Keene is. I get it. People are out here trying to earn coin on these panels. I get it. But it's also giving the impression that there is no movement, that it is friendly. It's not friendly. The costume that these men don is the signal itself. There is already an implicit message within. It means access. It means denigration of women. It means mockery of womanhood and childhood. They're mocking childhood now because look at them. They aim to control it now. These are the same people that support puberty blocking of your puberty. That one supremely developmental stage in your adolescence that takes you from childhood into young adulthood. But they want these pederastic men in this particular movement, because many exist in this particular movement. That's what they want. That's what they support directly. That is TQ plus. That is the abuse. It is very certain that this is about access to minors to create more vulnerable. That's what it is. Do you understand? Like, we have a human sex trafficking issue. I live on the border. If anybody gets to see what this looks like on a day-to-day, it's me. I come from too much of a place of authority. It's an inconvenience. It's an inconvenience to have known as much as I know and to be the one that has the burden of having to say all this. The things that no one else is saying. I've been telling GCs on X for years that they are about 2-3 years behind on the rhetoric. This has always been the problem. We were always going to come here. We were always going to arrive at the SMEX culture of homosexual men. This is where we are now pinpointing. It's not a trans problem. It's a gay male culture problem. That is the root. That is the root cause. You want to fiddle faddle at the surface, telling these troons how they can look, how they can act. They're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. You know what it takes? Nicki Minaj said it. Use this for your Discord. Use this mother love, because I'm about to close out this live. I'm getting tired. I am sick. I'm genuinely sick. Slick and sick. I'm genuinely sick. I have been having a cold that I've been ignoring because I've been just wanting to party through the rest of the year. Exactly, Gray. They were not able, they did not manage to silence this for long. That's why they're very aggravated. That's why all of the men, I knew it. I knew that when I shared this message, when I started talking about these abuses at a very localized level, at the things that I have heard in gay bars, at the things that I have seen, at the abuses that I have suffered as a once lesbian woman, bisexual woman, if you will, still part of this community. I saw too much. I experienced too much. Your time is up. I am not afraid of you. Dox me, do what you want. I will expose you. Thank you, Rock. I will expose you. You do anything to harm me, to harm my family, because you threaten to harm me and my son all the time. You know that I have a child. You also weaponize my child. Public at large, do you see? Do you see what a bisexual, once homosexual woman, once homosexually practicing woman? I gave these people 30 years of my life. Do you see how they do me? Do you see how they treat me? One of their own. I'm just here to tell the truth. In the end, I know that Nicki Minaj is right. Nicki Minaj is right. She called y'all asses out. I know how you troons value hyper feminine women. I know you watch Nicki Minaj and obsess, as you do. Keep obsessing. I'm glad. Do look and listen to what a real woman sounds like. A real woman, honey. A woman unafraid, honey. Unafraid, honey. Okay? Unafraid, especially of you, white tea abusive men. Bring it. I'll tell everybody on you that there's white tea abusive men on TikTok. I don't give a crap that they identify as a trans individual. I don't care. It is very uncouth. It is very damaging. It is very racist, isn't it? Very racist of you to go after a Latina with a child, with a black child. How dare you? How dare you, Troon? How dare you? Breaking all your rules, huh? Kind is kind. Be kind. Love is love. Breaking all your rules, huh? Because you're a hypocrite. Because you're an abusive white man. Using the guise of trans woman. I'm getting all these surgeries. I'll be in the hospital. This is that echo they them. I'll be in the hospital this week, healing from my feminization surgeries. How privileged do you have to be in this society? That sounds very privileged to me. Sounds very much like a white privileged male abusing his privilege. Overextending, exerting, abusing privilege. Abusing entitlement. You think you're entitled to womanhood, sir, but you're not because you weren't born a woman. Deal. As Nicki Minaj said, and like I said, I know you watch Nicki Minaj because you watch all the feminine women. Just husband, don't you? This is why you men should not be around women or children. Any man that dons a costume of a woman should not. It should be someone that you avoid. They are very damaging. Why do I hide my natural eye color? Because I want to. Why do you hide your face? Because you want to. Why don't you put your name on here, your real goddamn name, and your social security number? Because you don't want to. Do you love butches? I think butch is another confused gender identity, and it is also another misleading label. I was married to a butch woman. She was far from butch. As a matter of fact, you know that butch, you know butches? You know that butch comedian Sam J? I like one of her jokes that she talks about her and her wife, where her wife is always trying to like treat her like a man, and Sam J, the butch, says, "I am a whole bee." Yes, she is. Hormonal. Butch women are just as hormonal, just as sensitive, just as docile, just as emotional, just as delicate about chores around the house. They don't want to take out the garbage either. It's misleading. It's misleading that butch women have to fool straight or bi or women, period, by calling themselves butch or stud when you're not very butch. At the end of the day, you're still women. Acknowledge yourselves as women. There's nothing wrong with being women, being feminine either. Maybe if you didn't treat your ex like a man, then you wouldn't have broken up. No, I didn't treat her like a man. My ex treated herself like a man. It's just another way of expressing toxic masculinity. She liked the toxic aspects of masculinity, like talking over people, like thinking herself very grand, while people around her would like roll their eyes, like, "Whoa, this chick is too much." She never knew that I noticed that, but I did. She talked a great big game. You talked a great big game about what you were, but in the end, butch women are just women too. There's nothing about you that makes you butch. What, your looks, your cropped hair? I can crop my hair today and do this. Look, do a little wink, grab my chin a little bit. Trying to do all these masculine gestures. I can lower my voice a little bit. Did that shit just get a little butch for you? You like it? See how easy it is? It's all performance. Butches are performers. Some are better than others, but it's all performance. The labels are misleading. I was very disappointed at, like, yeah, I there was a part of me that was very attracted to the butch aesthetic in women because to me it meant that they were breaking the gender norm. Women in pants, women in big baggy trousers, like that was, that's always been very brave of women to do that because for women historically it meant getting out of the house, looking for jobs, looking for work, for purpose. They didn't want to be in dresses. Dresses hindered them. The crinolines, okay, hindered. So what does a proper butch look and act like? Listen, what is butch? Because to me, what is butch? If a woman, a lesbian woman, a woman that is attracted and sexually or romantically attracted to the same sex, that's what a lesbian is. That's what a homosexual woman is. Okay, has, if she wants to call herself butch, I believe that comes with a big responsibility, especially if you're gonna date a a woman of value, especially high femme. Let's call it high femme. This is your language. I'm now tapping into the cult speak. I haven't been in the cult speak because I'm not in the cults anymore. Let me tap in so that we can understand each other. If you want to earn yourself a high femme, a high value woman, very feminine, and also you want the softness that men talk about and why they like feminine women, meaning soft sounding women, women that have a soft approach to life, are nurturing. If you want all of that and you want to call yourself her butch, step up, step up. Because just performance, just performing butch or masculinity or what you think proper masculinity is, okay, or righteous masculinity, and what you choose to perform, which is, I would venture to say, you're going to perform what you think is essential masculinity to you. That's fine, but follow through. Follow through. Be a person that even has higher faculties of masculinity. Don't do the chump ones. Don't do the performance. Don't just do the cropped hair. You can have long hair and still be butch, still be on the masculine side. And to me, masculinity will be different than what it is to other lesbian women, other femme women, because I'm thinking smarter now. I want to make I'm a smart woman. I'm not going to mess around. I'm not going to fool around. I make a mistake. I clean up my act real quick. I learn. I fucking seek therapy, and I vow not to make that mistake again, and I won't. So every relationship for me has been very much a step up. And I was married for 12 years to a, quote, butch woman. I think anything after that will be a step up. Anything after that. But it just so happened that I am now dating a man. I'm not sure if that makes me bisexual. Who is going to be quantifying my sexual acts here? Who's going to be quantifying the years that I spent loving women and the years that I spent loving men? I don't know. I identified as a lesbian because I was very much into my relationship. I was performing lesbian acts. I was in a lesbian relationship. David Buckley, yuck. I mean, if you can't handle it, it's okay. It's a conversation for a niche. It's a niche conversation here, David. Butches are hot. I don't know. Women who don't conform to what society claims women are meant to be. I mean, yeah, I can agree with you there, okay? Non-conforming males and females are seriously hot. Androgyny is an actual, one of the actual archetypes. It's an archetype of seduction. Okay, like it's hot, isn't it? When a man, for instance, breaks the gender norms and perhaps is able to wear jewelry in a feminine way, but that actually works for him and makes him look even more attractive. You feel me? Like, have you people been around? If you are around, if you are in the gladiator arena of dating enough, you'll see these things. You'll have a nuance for these things. It's not as black and white. But these men will still be men. They'll still be proud men. They just have a softness. They have a what we call a feminine flair. And what is femininity? Because they wear jewelry? Because some of these men might be wearing makeup. There's a lot of men that wear makeup in very dynamic, corrective ways that actually fascinate me. I follow a content creator, male. I don't give a fuck if he's homosexual or straight. Doesn't matter. What impresses me is his use of makeup. But to look even more masculine and gorgeous. That's very impressive. Okay, so it's like there's nuance to these things. Butch women can be very attractive if they carry a natural masculinity that is not deceptive. If a butch woman dresses masculinely, because that's what makes them feel so butch. It's like that's what makes them feel so transcendental. Is that they wear men's clothes? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But that's not exactly a flex. I have a bunch of clothes that are male clothes that I got from the literal men's department. I clicked or visited the aisle that said men's because clothes are smexed. They are fitted to the secondary sexual characteristics of male and female bodies. There's no such thing as a trans lesbian. I thank you for the likes though, but I do not support the concept of the trans lesbian. You're in the wrong. You're not supported here. TQ plus is abuse. You're gaslighting, you're lying. But there isn't. That's not even a topic for debate. Um, there's a model that is very androgynous. Her name is Rain something or other. I think it's Rain Smith or Rain Wilson or